Okay, now you can go. Sorry, I didn't press record.
Okay, hello everybody. We're back at it.
So,
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
We are going to fix our
gray tank
once and for all.
Once and for all.
We ordered a new gray tank that actually, I don't know if all campers are like this, but I'm very thankful that our gray tank size and model number for the black, for the gray, and for the gray for the kitchen is all the same model number. So that's always good to know. When you're underneath there, go ahead and check to see what model numbers they are, so that
if anything happens,
if everything, you can kind of just do a quick repair with Flex Seal. Is the product we like to use. We've already done it two times. Two times?
For the black tank? For the gray tank?
The gray tank.
Oh gosh, I think 3 times.
I think there's 3 times and
now's the time to repair it.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering what work is right now, because if you're new here, welcome. Chase is a traveling welder. We've been full-time RVers for almost 4 years now, which is absolutely crazy. Chase just finished a job in South Louisiana. Chase was at a refinery there and recently just finished. December, we have a work project that we need to do for a family. And between finding a job to cover those few weeks was kind of being a little difficult. There was one, but it was just not going to work out because of where it was and by the time we got there and all that stuff. So anyway, we are mooch stocking, which we like never really do, to be quite honest. Not that we have anything against it, we just don't mooch stock. We have some family members that don't have a place for our camper to be at whenever we're around them. So when we do visit family, a lot of times we have to park the camper somewhere and then go see them, which is totally fine, but that's just our scenario. But we are at a family member's place that has quite a bit of property, so we're able to get stuff done. Sorry, Chase is making a lot of noise. Hunty and I. Yeah. So that is what we're going to be doing the next few weeks, is a lot of maintenance stuff. Our camper, honestly, is pretty well built, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. Ours is a 2010 and this camper is
built pretty
well
good.
Built.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah. Also, there's a little bit of wind, so hopefully. We have quite a few projects that we need to do. Some stuff that just like needs to be replaced.
Yeah, just kind of a little overview.
Yeah.
The gray tank. We're going to replace our water heater.
Which, by the way, that is not broken. Our water heater is not broken, but that will be another video for.
That'll be
next week.
That'll be a good video to watch.
Learn from us.
Learn from us. Y'all, these campers are not that hard to work on, to repair, to fix, whatever you want to do. They're not that hard. We're going to replace these with LEDs all around, and also we're going to replace some of these lights here.
Up here at the very top.
I think that one's out. The other one works, or this one works, and whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're going to replace this as well.
That's just faded.
It's just faded and yeah.
Yeah, I think we might have to reseal a few things.
Yeah, we're going to reseal. We're going to, yeah.
So we are going to take you along. Today is gray tank. I wouldn't say we're on the clock rush about it, but we do need a haul butt to get all this done. The gray tank isn't in yet, but it's supposed to come in tomorrow or the next day. Which
I don't recommend doing it the way we're doing it. I recommend you getting the part in and then replacing it, but I'm tired of dealing with it. So we're just going to, the part's supposed to be in today or tomorrow, or like tomorrow, over the weekend. But I'm tired of dealing with this leaky tank, and this one is coming out. If it doesn't come in for some weird reason, I'm just going to straight pipe it, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah.
We'll take you along step by step, or at least for the most part what to do, because to be quite honest, I was looking at videos on how to do this, and there's really not that many videos on how to remove gray tanks. Granted, every camper is different, but I think for the most part, y'all could at least learn from us of what to do and most likely what not to do. Yeah, also, if you're working underneath the camper, get some safety glasses. They're really not that expensive. Also, if you didn't see our third video that we ever posted on YouTube about me taking the underbelly off, you should watch it because it will give you a good laugh.
So go really quick. Demolition does not take long. It's the rebuilding that takes the longest.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times we've taken this underbelly off.
It won't be the last, probably.
All right, so what are we thinking?
Take some of the zip ties we have. Kind of.
Zip tie these up.
Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm gonna zip tie them here to this. Can you mind go give me some zip ties on the other side?
Yeah, I
can. We're gonna see them.
I know you don't need that many, but...
All right, so I turned the breaker off and disconnect the battery because our gray tank has sensors on it and we didn't want to do anything. So better safe than sorry.
So we shut the main breaker off, disconnected the battery. Right now, as you can see, these low hanging wires and hydraulic lines, I'm just zip tying them up. See right here? Just get them out of your way. Don't make this job any harder than it needs to be. But yeah, as Bryce was probably saying, we're just gonna cut the sensors to the sensors. So I'm not gonna go back with the sensors because I don't like sensors. They never work, and
I feel like we already have.
I don't have any luck with them, and I don't really care to have them.
I feel like we're already a pretty good judge on how much it takes to fill up our tank.
Yeah.
So I'm not really too worried about the sensor issue. But that's what it looks like.
Alrighty. Now we're good to go. We're back at it. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'm gonna try taking the gate valve apart, and then we're gonna try to take it off that way so I don't have to try to kind of see here, y'all. That's you know, I don't know if it's come off or not, but we're gonna try it. All I know is there's no water in here, so that's a good thing.
So you're trying to take the gate valve apart so that way we don't have to cut
more than I need to cut or whatever. We're still have to cut some stuff, but hoping just to cut it off. Well, I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to scoot back just a little bit just in case I get a little bit of... No, you're fine, you're good, no, you're good.
I know, I just want to make sure I can...
I'm not gonna... I don't want to get any, I don't want to get any water on it. And there goes a little bit of water.
Okay, well, I think that's maybe a good sign then.
Huh?
Maybe that's a good sign then that this will be able to come off. I don't know if y'all can see, it's like a little drip, drip.
This will work, y'all.
It's kind of hard to get where Chase's hands are.
Yeah, I can kind of show you guys real quick. Here's the valve here. Alright. I'm just taking out, there's 4 bolts right there, one on 4 corners. And I'm just taking them out right now. That's as far as I would let you probably get because I don't want you to get wet. It shouldn't be anything in there because we drained it, but there's going to be a little bit. And so now, y'all, should be able to take this.
Well, that's good.
And this right here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah. You're going to get wet, huh? I should know our black tank is empty.
Yes, this is our black tank, so I made sure, I verified to make sure I was
doing the right one.
Doing the right tank.
But all of our tanks, we just drained them.
Apparently this
not.
must just be just some
leftover drag. I don't know what.
But hey.
That is quite a bit.
Did you get those wire cutters for me?
Yeah, I can. And we have nothing against sensors. It's just this camper is just so old. They've never worked. I think what is it? You Need Camping. They have some really good YouTube videos on how to clean them.
Can I have another zip tie, please?
Yeah. There you go.
Actually, 2 zip ties. I'm gonna need it. Actually, you're good. Don't worry about it. I'll go through this.
Well, this on the bright side. We don't have to cut because we were thinking we were gonna have to cut the gate valve. We weren't sure if it was gonna come off. So that's a good sign.
I knew it'd be able to come off. Can I have another zip tie? Sorry. Bring me 3 zip ties, please. Sorry, guys.
Should have grabbed the 3 of them.
Here you go. I wonder if you're always just going to have a little bit of like some in the tank that doesn't drain out.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we're not having to replace the black.
Float is, or you never know what. Yeah. Now, I'm going to take this. And then that's your
gate valve.
Gate valve
here. Nice.
Put it right there, out of the way.
Well done.
Now, we're ready for tank replacement. All right. So, let me see it, please. So, y'all, what I'm thinking is there's it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see right here, where my finger's pointing, there's a bar that runs all the way across that's holding, there's a little lip. When we pull the tank out, you'll be able to see it easier. There's lag bolts right here and here. This one is for the other tank. This one here is for this one. There might be one up top as well, but I think it's just one on this side. And there's like a couple on the other side. I'm going to take those out now, and then I'll be able to drop this tank free and clear. There's probably going to be a vent pipe. All right, stick my head right here. Hey. Give me the camera. Well, that is right there See that 1.5 inch PVC pipe? That is what I'm gonna be cutting off. I'm gonna cut it off right down there at that coupling, and then we'll go from there.
You've got stuff on your face. What have you been up to?
We are unhooked, y'all.
Nice.
So, with that being said, take this. Can I give you that, Bryce?
I'm on this side, sorry.
You're good.
Wanted to get different angles.
That's right. Let's see.
All right, there you go.
What I'm talking about. All right, y'all. So do you see? I'm gonna try to put the camera on. All right. So see that lag bolt right there and that lag bolt up there? That's what I'm gonna take, and then I'm gonna take off the other side as well. And this bar right here, kind of see it here. This bar here should slide over that away, and then should drop. Oh. There's 2. Okay. Alright, now, this might be better. Actually, I didn't realize this view over here. Let me see the camera. Alright, you can see it way better here. Okay, so those are the 4 lag bolts, okay? You got these 2 lag bolts here are for the gray tank that we're replacing, and these 2 lag bolts over here are holding the bar for my black tank. So I already took the 2 off on the other side, and then it's already free hanging, and then this side will just come out, and then the tank should drop down. He's got a stick in his mouth. Look at him.
Is he really cute? Is he really? Oh my gosh.
Look at him running. What do you got in your mouth, Kenai?
Oh my gosh.
Get him, boy. Go. He's like...
Oh, grab your stick. Where'd your stick go? Where'd it go? Kenai.
Did you have a zip tie too or something?
I think it was just the stick. Yeah. It's just...
You got the zip tie too?
Yeah, I got the zip tie. He is just like...
Yeah. Can you gently pull that out?
Yeah.
Hold on, don't pull it because I don't want to hit my stomach. Alright, go ahead and pull it. Okay. Can you try not to drag it and grab it with both hands? And then...
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. So, here's the tank. We've done it. Alright, here we go.
Done.
Just pull it to me a little bit and then...
Nice, well done.
Oh
gosh.
Oh, okay.
That is...
I'm glad I'm over here. Good idea.
Yeah, make sure you're on this side when you pull it out.
We'll show you when I pull it out, but you can see this is where the kind of the crack and quick seal.
Oh my gosh, that is nasty.
Yeah, I will say this: we don't have our tank sensors working, but I did wish that our flush for our black tank worked. Anyway, okay. Man, this job is really easy, y'all. I know I'm grunting a little bit here, trying to.
Well, it's kind of you're in an awkward position too.
I think I might delete this pipe here too.
Put
a cap. This is for the flush, for the black tank flush.
Oh.
To flush it out, but since we're not going to be using it
soon,
yeah.
That's another video for another day.
Yes. This is your black tank. I mean your gray tank. Anyway, so y'all can see here our model number here. So if you're ever trying to, replace your own tank, if you ever have to get underneath there and check out something or repair something, I would just see what model your tanks are, so that you can write it down in a notebook, and then you can kind of remember. So if you ever do have an issue, then you can just also, you don't have to worry about ripping it all. I mean, taking your underbelly off. Yeah. Again, you can just look in your notebook. Oh, that's the model number. Order the tank, and then you don't have to replace it. Take the underbelly and everything off once. The only bad thing about this is I do wish we were at RV park so that I could throw it in the dumpster. But
you want to flip it over so they can see the crack better?
Yeah.
We did do what's the JB Weld?
Yeah.
At first, and it just didn't hold very well. But Flex Seal held the best. But it's just after a while you can see right there.
So here's the part that we're gonna have to kind of figure out. So our new tank is gonna come with the tank, and then this little collar right here. I need to figure out if I can take this out safely without hurting it to where I can use it for the new tank, and then just, clean it, glue it to get in there. I really think I'll be able to hook up our heat gun, and I might get lucky without cracking it or breaking it. But
because we'd like to reuse it.
Yeah, I really would. So I really think we'll be able to. So.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit.
All I need is just this piece to come off right here. Promise, I would not try this with a black tank. It might explode. This is gray water only. I'm just kidding. It won't.
That's hot.
Feel it.
Gosh, that feels really good.
It does. You know, I don't know if this is gonna work.
So you just got a razor blade and just cut around it.
Yeah.
To make it easier.
Y'all, I think with a little bit of working, and I think we'll be able to get it. I really do. Just try to take some of this glue off here. You know, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, I think the best thing you can do is just try.
That's right.
Like you said earlier. Oh, I think that's gonna work. It's a really good idea. And then just like peel it off or something.
That's my hope. You know, I'm trying not to go too deep here.
The videos I was finding about replacing the spray tank, they were replacing everything. For us, there's just no need to replace everything. I mean, they were replacing all the valves. We just need the tank.
Y'all, look at this.
Oh, look, it's starting to peel.
I think we're
on something.
All right, so it's been a few days. We have this removed. Chase is bringing the new one. The thing is with these new gray tanks, we're gonna have to drill a hole at the top for the water to go into. The new one does not have a hole. So we had to get some supplies yesterday at Home Depot. It seems like it's gonna be fairly easy. There's also another part that we'll talk about later that we had to order that we will discuss, so that way if you have this situation, you'll kind of know what to do. So as you can see, this is the new one, and there's no hole for the shower water to go into. So we have to drill one in there. So Chase is going to take measurements and drill it. We also got these rubber grommets. When we were looking at videos on how to replace our gray tank, which there's not that many out there, we found out that the rubber grommets are probably going to work the best for us. There's these other ones that you can glue on top, but the rubber ones just look like they're going to stay in place better and have a little bit more of a give, in the sense of if our hole's off a little bit, I think we should be fine. That was easy. So you're just going to test it on the old tank to make sure that the hole...
Make sure that this will fit.
All right, so it seems like it's gonna fit. We just didn't put it in all the way because the rubber grommet's pretty tough. You're measuring where the hole needs to be.
Just to verify.
Just to
verify. I always want to check. Make measurements for our new hole. 14.5 to center.
I'm glad it's like easy measurements and not like, and not like 16ths or something.
Let me go get a straight edge real quick. 4.5. I'm just transferring everything over now. And then everything over now here.
That marks the spot.
And that should be right here where you need to drill the hole. Bryce is going to drill the hole. So the pressure's on her. And then...
Measure twice, cut once. Isn't that what they say?
Yep, that's right. We need 4.5 there, okay. The only issue here is we're looking at 28 and 5/8. Here it's 28 and some, but I think
we'll be fine.
I think it's off just a little bit, but I think it's just maybe that because it's warped a little bit. This one's brand new and it's straight across, but let me just double check my.
But at least we're using the rubber grommets and not the other one.
Yeah, so there's gonna be some give.
Yeah.
There's some play. This is
there that it's not going.
So
anywhere.
We're looking at 14.5, Bryce.
Yeah.
Verify 14.5.
Yeah.
And then 4.5 in the center there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, nice.
All right, that's in the center.
I don't think it's gonna fit in there. Just kidding.
Yeah. All right.
Nice. We now have a holy tank.
We do. Now it's just gonna get this thing in here, and we'll be on the road. So I don't know if y'all look at this real quick. So when you go to cut this hole, blow out this hole, you want to make sure you measure the outside diameter of this grommet. That's the size of the hole saw you want to get. So you put the hole saw right up on there, and it's 2 1/4. That's what this is. So 1.5 grommet, or I don't know what you call this, fitting. I don't know, that's not a coupler, but whatever this is what you're gonna need, okay? and it's 1.5 inches. So we have no vent. We have no vent pipes, as you can see. Besides that one, that one's just a test run. But we just had this one drain pipe coming into this tank, and so, and then you can see here these little slits here, where
the tank's gonna
will go inside.
It'll fit nice in there.
Tank, yes.
It is pretty like.
It's very hard. So what I would recommend you do, and it's kind of colder now. We're in the winter time, but I would recommend, if it is a sunny day like this, just before you get started, set this thing outside.
Yeah.
And let the sun beat down on it, because this plastic started kind of getting warm. So just to help it kind of split up, but I kind of broke it loose a little bit just by kind of working it like that. But anyway,
it is pretty hard. I was trying it and I was struggling.
So now we're just gonna sit here, and I did put a little bit of one guy online, who the manufacturer of the tanks and of these little, they said to use some soap, and I think that's a great idea, but man, I was trying to do it and I put way too much on, and I was slipping. It was not working out. Sit here and just kind of work it, pushing down ever so slightly. You're just gonna keep on pushing.
They do have some that will just glue right on top.
Yeah, like this right here. But that's plastic.
Yeah, that's plastic. That was glued right on
I
top.
recommend the rubber just because you can kind of
has a little bit. It's a little forgiving.
Even though it's a little bit of a pain to get it in, but I think it'll be.
All right, so you use the pliers a little bit to kind of help push it in.
You can kind of see how it's a little oblonged right there. I don't know why it's like that, but I'm gonna tell them what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab the PVC pipe. So you can kind of see how it's a little oblonged right there on the side, so pushed in a little bit. So it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna stick this in here, just kind of work it. Work it down in here. See it?
Yeah.
Just pop. Nice. Now it's
good.
Now it's in.
Now it's complete. Circle. So it's kind of like this inside. Chase put the PVC pipe, now it's like this, and it's freely. I mean, it's not coming out.
No, it's not. As you put this gasket in here, it's gonna expand to where it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Nice.
Oh, shoot.
Sweet.
Slick.
All right, it's on. There you go.
All right, everybody. So here's what. It's facing towards me. So I put this 1.5 inch. So my shower. This is my shower drain here. I put the 1.5 inch coupling on. It's already been glued, and I let it sit overnight. You might not have to let it sit overnight, but I just did just because it was getting late. And now I don't think I'm gonna install the new tank yet. I don't know really what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna, but we'll come back to that. So we have our new gray tank installed. It's got a 3-inch spigot coming out of it. Here's our waste gate valve here, or a gray water gate valve right here. We were waiting on this part to come in, and it has come in. It is a 3-inch hub. Okay, you need a 3-inch hub. Okay, 3-inch spigot comes off the tank from the factory. Here is a 3-inch hub, and then this right here will slide over it like that. We'll prime it and then put glue on it, and then once you have that installed, you'll slide your tank back a little bit like that, and then you will slide in your waste gate valve, and then bolt it up, and then you are ready to go. So yeah, that's that.
So you're probably confused as to what just happened. So am I, because I somehow didn't get any footage of us putting the gray tank back in. So I'm gonna walk you through it. So you have the existing pipe. Chase cut it a little bit more, the original shower pipe, and you saw in the video that he primed and glued that coupling onto it. And then what he did is we put the gray tank back in, and then Chase measured from the inside of the rubber grommet halfway through to halfway up inside that coupling up there. So he measured it, he had to cut new pipe, and then what he did was he stuck the new pipe first in the gray tank. This is super important because that rubber grommet is very tough. if you watched back earlier when Chase put it in the first time and kind of maneuvered it in there, how hard it was to pull it out. So Chase put the new pipe in the rubber grommet first, and then he primed and glued the top of that pipe, and then with his knees he shoved it in that grommet and kind of twisted a little bit, and that thing's not going anywhere. It pretty much locked in place. So that is the whole pipe situation. And then both of us kind of had to put that bar back in and hold it into place. It's kind of a two-person job. You can do it with one person, but it's a little difficult, and Chase recommended if you're doing this by yourself to maybe get some braces to kind of hold that bar in place, because both of us had to put it back into place. So I hope that makes sense. And then that part, where's that? So the part that we were waiting for was the RV sewer slip hub. So our old gray tank had a hub connection, the hub coming out, and it needed a spigot connection in order to connect to the gate valve that opens and closes our gray tank. This new gray tank that we have now had a spigot connection coming out, and we needed a hub connection. A hub connection goes over the spigot. The spigot goes in the hub. So we're gonna need the new part anyway. So that is what we've been waiting for, and we just got it in this evening. We didn't put it all together, but it should work. But for the sake of the video, we just wanted to let y'all know that. So if you order a gray tank, make sure you see in the description what kind of hose is coming out, or that little part that's coming out of your gray tank. If it's a spigot, you need a hub connection. If it's a hub connection, you need a spigot connection. So I hope that makes sense. Remember, the hub goes over the spigot. The spigot goes in the hub. So that is important to know. We learned that. So I hope this gives y'all the confidence to work on your own campers. Like I said, we are not pros. We are not RV techs. We are learning as we are going. If you are replacing stuff out of your camper, really encourage y'all to take videos beforehand so that way you have something to reference when putting stuff back together. Take pictures, because if you're replacing parts for parts, you kind of have an idea of what to do, because like this has been taking a few days because we've been waiting for parts. We've had to go into town, so just learn from us. But if you have any questions, if something does not make sense to you, please leave a comment below. Message us on Instagram or Facebook. We want to be able to help y'all out as much as possible. Some things may be a little different. Granted, our camper is older, but the concept is there. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to finish this because this is the night before this video is coming out. Greatly appreciate every single one of you that watches our videos. And we will see y'all next week. Bye y'all.